I'm Susan Harden. I'm Scottish, but I lived in Andalusia for more than half my life. When I was 7, we were on a family holiday in Scarborough, which is a typical tourist town on the coast of England. And there was donkeys on the beach. And I got totally fascinated by the donkeys and nagged until my parents let me ride on one of the donkeys. Like, it was, beach rides up and down, you paid for your ride. So, yeah, that was it. From that day on, the rest of the holiday, I was down on the beach all day, every day, helping the guy, walking up and down and up and down and up and down with the donkeys, and then getting to ride the donkey back to the stable at the end of the day. So that was how the obsession started. For my 8th birthday, I got a riding lesson at Rownley Riding School, and there began an amazing journey. So I had the best childhood you could ever imagine, all kids together and just no health and safety. We just hung out, did crazy shit, and yeah, stayed there practically all summer, slept overnight, had a great time. And then when I was about 10 or 11, after more nagging, my sister and I got a pony between us. So that was the start of the real horse journey, a crazy untrained pony that used to buck everybody off, but we loved him dearly. And then when I was a teenager, all I wanted to do was work with horses. But I was advised by well-meaning parents, teachers, educators that that wasn't a real job. It was a hobby and something to have fun with and not something to work with, and I let myself be persuaded by that. So it's really an honour and a blessing to have been able to have horses in my life for so much of my life. Really, the art of horsemanship is the art of life. Everything you learn with the horses relates to life. That's why it's what I'm really into now is working with people, using horsemanship for skills to take back into everyday life. There's so much we can learn from horses. It's the non-judgmental thing, the feedback you get from a horse. They don't care who you are. They don't care who you think you are. They just care about how you make them feel. That's all they care about. So it doesn't matter if you've got Gucci sunglasses and Armani jeans and whatever you do. They really don't care. They really don't. So it's kind of an equalizer. Just the pleasure to keep being able to always be challenged and learn and evolve, and that's the fuel. I think the learning's the fuel for life. And if we stop learning, we start dying. There's many profound moments in my life where my journey of personal growth parallels my journey in horsemanship. And I think many important events or things I've discovered about myself, it always related back to horses. So I think also just the companionship of a horse. There's nothing like the feel, every time I get on my horse and go off, one thing I really want to do is go on a long, long trip. And often when I go out on my horse and I'm taking another horse for exercise leading, then I always just have this feeling you want to head for the hills and just keep going and see where you end up. So. But yeah, I guess that's my purpose, that's my why, that's my life. It's just horses. For whatever reason, whatever attracted me to that, I really don't know. It's like a bug, I think, once it gets a hold of you. It's definitely a labour of love, definitely something you do from your heart with passion because you love it. Not a job you could ever do if you don't love it. At the end of the day, it all comes down to one thing, and I think that's why it's another way horses can be very effective, especially for people who've had a lot of trauma in their lives and they can't trust and they can't love. You know, if you can't love yourself, love others, then what is life without love? And I guess that's the one thing more than anything that makes the difference. And people have asked me, oh, what is it you do with horses and how do you work with these horses nobody else can ride, or these difficult horses? And you know, it's not that I've got any great skills or talents. I'm only good at what I do because I've spent hours and hours and weeks and months and years and ever and time studying and staying up all night thinking about, oh, why didn't I work with that horse and what can I do better, and practicing. But yeah, so I think the one thing that makes a big difference to the horse is it's love. I really, really love them. And they know when you really love them. I guess they don't process it in their mind like that. You know, it's what we said before. They just want a safe place to be. And when you really love them, I guess you're just holding this safe place where they feel happy and comfortable and relaxed to be, you know. At the end of the day, they're just like us. They just want to feel safe and protected.